Yep, that's me. And you're probably wondering, hey, Yellow, how did you fall? What happened? You would be asking a very, very good question. That would be a great question to ask me as to how it happened. So, here's the deal. Whoa. 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 Y'all know I had surgery on my leg. I had I call it re-amputation, but they call it something else, where I had a bone growing from the initial amputation surgery in 2022. I had a bone growing from that. They removed it. It was the size of a peach, etc. But I digress. My leg has changed shape. It has changed composition, and it has gotten smaller. Wow, awesome, a smaller leg. Also, I'm losing weight. If y'all can't tell, I'm losing weight. So my leg is getting smaller as well. Well, with that being said, you would think, hey, Yellow, you should decide to do something about that. And you would be absolutely correct. Except I tried. So we tried to take the little padding out, because when I put my leg on, it hurt. I was in excruciating pain. Like the front of my tibia was pushing against the actual leg, so it was hurting. I mean, like hurting. It was not fun at all. But, it's just a big but. When I put enough padding on, like my fives, my threes, and all that, it makes it a little easier, just a little bit. Makes it a little bit easier, but you know, the padding doesn't stop all of the pain. It just stops a little bit of the bumping. So, with that being said, how did I fall? Let's get to that. I was in the house and Mrs. Yell said that she needed help. All right. I went outside. Everything was set. I went to help her. We was outside, and you know Texas heat. If you're in Texas, anywhere in Texas, you know Texas heat has been ridiculous this summer. I think when we went outside, it was like 110. But the index said it's going to feel like 115 or something like that. So it was hot. I mean, hot. And if you know anything about prosthetics, it's sweats. If you're sweating, your leg is sweating, it's going to happen. Like, you can't stop sweat. I don't know if y'all have talked to any scientists, and they'll tell you, I got stuff in my pocket. They'll tell you that you cannot stop sweating. Sweating is just something that has to happen. It just does. So I walked outside. I had my little stick with me. Everything was fine. I went and helped her. We was moving stuff out because we're in the process of moving, the process of getting stuff together. So I helped her move stuff from one car to the next. We was throwing away trash, throwing away stuff that was in Steve. Y'all know Steve is my Tahoe. That's my bad baby, Steve. You know what I'm talking about? We was moving stuff out of Steve and into Rose. Rose is the Sorrento. So, with that being said, everything was fine. Everything was good. I told her when we started walking back to the house, I said, hey, my leg feels weird. She said, okay, take your time. Be careful. She always tell me that. Take your time, be careful. I'm like, bet. Take my time, be careful. I can do that. I'm really good at doing that. I'm not, but I'm getting better at taking my time and being careful. And that's the key. So I start walking and I feel my leg doing something. So I turn to my side and I start walking sideways. Like, I'm not even lifting my leg up all the way. I'm just walking sideways. Went around a curb. Everything was fine. I'm not sure how. I'm unsure as to how, right? I am very unsure as to how. But somehow, some way, my leg slipped out. Not like the leg, like I was kicking and it flew up. I stepped with my real leg, stepped with my fake leg, and when I went to step with my fake leg again, it came out. And I don't remember what I said. Death has come over me. Woo. I don't remember what I said at all. But Mrs. Yell swore to God. She heard me say, oh no. It sounds like something I would say. And she said I said it exactly like that. So it sounds like something I would honestly say, because what do you say when you fall? Oh no, I'm falling. Like, it's too many words. So she said all I heard was, oh no. She said, and when I looked back, you was on the ground. As you can see, the leg is under, the stick is over there, everything is everywhere. I don't even know at this point. Everything was everywhere. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. I went to step, the legs pulled clean out. It just pulled clean out. And I caught most of my leg. I hit the bottom of it where my tibia is. Cause that was the kind of the part that was coming out. I hit that on the little concrete part. And I just turned around. I just sat up, and that's the picture that y'all see. I just sat up and sat there. It was 100 and some degrees outside. It was hot. I got frustrated because I'm tired of falling. I am tired of falling. I am tired of falling. Over and over and over and over. I have failed more times than I can count in my entire life. I can put 2 hands and 2 feet together, and I still cannot count the amount of times I done failed. I am tired of falling. The ground knows me well, and we're tired of it. So I just sat there. It was 100 and some degrees outside, and I sat there. And she was like, come on, get up. You can't stay here. You know, you got to get back up and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that's it for me. I'm done for today. There is no get up. There is no movement. I'm not doing none of that. Leave me alone. I'm done for today. But against my better judgment, what we did was we took one of the 5 sleeves. If you know anything about amputee, you know you got the 5s, the 3s, the 1s. I took a 5 sleeve and I put it on my leg first, right? I took a 5 sleeve and I put it on my leg first before I actually put my leg on. Crazy idea, I know, hear me out. My leg was sweating, the inside of the actual sleeve was sweating, the thing that I had to put on. So what we had to do, we put the 5 on my leg, right? We took the other 5s, we wiped off the sweat from the sleeve, and we put it on my leg. And I stood up. I had to stand up outside because I didn't have my scooter. It would have took too long to go get it. I had to stand up, lift like off the ground, lift up, and then put my leg back on while standing up. It was James Bond. I was James Bond. If anybody tell you I wasn't James Bond, they lying to you. I was James Bond. That was like some super spy level, super security type stuff. I'm James Bond. It was, when I tell you gangster, it was so gangster how I did it. But I stood up without the leg on. And and when I stepped down, I put the leg back on. And we went in the house. You know, I took it off for a bit. I took some pain medicine. I was hurting. Obviously, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was hurting. So I took some pain medicine and I just laid there. And she was like, okay, I'm letting you know now we're done for the day. And I was like, yeah, we're done. She said, we're not doing anything. That's our day. That was our day. Because I need y'all to understand, when I fall or when something happened to me, it's not just me. It's Mrs. Yell's too. It's Mrs. Wife. It's her too. So when something happened to me, it's not just me. When I'm in a hospital, it's not just me, it's her too. If I fall, it's not just me, it's her too. Because yes, I'm hurting, yes, I done fell. But now she gotta figure out, okay, how hurt is he? What's gonna happen? Is he really okay? You know, what, because she know me. I'll say, oh no, I'm all right, and be hurting. But I'm a man. You know, it's tough because men aren't, you know, with her, I can say, hey, I'm hurting. I am hurting. She gonna be like, okay, well, take your leg off, lay down, blah, blah, blah. And I'm still learning that. Some years in, and I'm still learning, hey, you don't have to be macho man, all of, just tell her. And she gonna understand. If nobody else, she gonna understand. But I made it back in the house. I put my leg up, and I feel okay now. I still have some pain in my tibia, but it's okay. It is all right. I do know that I'm tired of falling, but it's all right. It's all right. We got no issues. So the next step is to stop falling. I guess. Peace.
At the rodeo.